Hello all, hope you are fine and preparing well. Before starting this video, I would request you to note down these topics. I mean the topics which I am going to discuss now, because it is practically not possible to bring everything on the slide, right? So I would request you to note down these topics. First important thing is about yourself. This includes everything: your hobbies, your studies, which group you have studied in your graduation, and they may even ask the meaning of your name. So be prepared. They may ask some questions from your graduation also, so be prepared for that. Especially people who are from commerce, agriculture, and also economics background, you can expect questions from graduation. Next important thing is father's occupation. They will ask some questions related to your father's occupation also. For example, if your father is a farmer, they will ask you some questions about agriculture and some pesticides. There are some terms which are related to agriculture. Like that, whatever the profession is, some questions will be asked from that side also. I mean, I'm not saying that they will ask you this question 100% no, but there is a chance that they may ask the question from your father's occupation. Next one is about the place where you live, and you should have the idea that your city is famous for which food item, or your city or district is famous for which particular place and famous temples. And next important thing is famous personalities from your district also, otherwise your state. It is very important. Next one is very important. Please listen carefully. Some people will think that okay, I can lie about my hobbies and I can get some impression from the panel members. Please don't try that. Never lie about your hobbies. Say only if it is your real hobby, okay? If you lie about yourself, they will ask further questions about the topic and your facial expressions will change and they will find it automatically that you are lying. So think before saying lies in interview. If you can manage, you may proceed. So up to now, it is everything about personal. Like it changes from individual to individual. Your background is different when compared to me. My name, my hobbies, my father's occupation, my studies, everything related to me. Likewise, individual to individual, it will change. Sometimes 80% of the interview will be about your personal life and only 20% can be about banking. Even it is 20% or 50%, we have to be prepared from our side. In that, the first important thing is recent current affairs. Sometimes they will ask you a question like, say any 3 recent current affairs which you studied. So you should have some knowledge about recent current affairs and you can explain them in brief. There is no need of depth explanation. Next one, schemes. This is very important. I will say some schemes. Please try to note down. First one is APY, Atal Pension Yojana. Next is PMJJBY, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. Next is PMSBY, Suraksha Bima Yojana. And next PMJDY, Jandan Yojana. These are very important basic schemes you have to know. And next important thing is they may ask some schemes which are related to only your state. For example, you are from Andhra. In Andhra, there is one scheme called Deepam scheme which is related to gas cylinder. So it is only related to Andhra Pradesh for that particular state. Likewise, you should have the knowledge about that particular scheme which is related to your state. Next topic is small saving schemes. Kisan Vikas Patra, National Saving Certificate, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana, and then Mahila Samman Saving Certificate. All these things. Next one is senior citizen savings account. So you should know about what is what, and there is no need to read everything in detail in depth. Just know what is what and explain them in brief if they ask that question. Next one is history of banks. In this especially there is one disclaimer. Don't read each and every year of the history of banks. It is not important. But the important thing in this is there are 2 years in which nationalization has happened. You have to know about what is nationalization and when that one is happened. Next topic is structure of banks. There is one structure related to scheduled banks, non-scheduled banks, commercial banks, and also some financial institutions like NABARD, SIDBI, NHB. So everything which is included in this structure of banks, and some other types of banks also like payment banks, small finance banks, and difference between payment banks and small finance banks. So everything is covered in this topic which is structure of banks. Next topic is repo rate, reverse repo rate, cash reserve ratio, statutory liquidity ratio, and include MSF and SDF also. Next one is functions of RBI. This is very important, and there is one topic called Monetary Policy Committee. Please read that one also. Next one is Ombudsman scheme. I forgot to bring this on slide, so please write it down. Next one is a very basic question. What is a bank? They will ask this question to almost everyone, so be prepared for that. And next important topic is NBFC. What is NBFC and what is the difference between the bank and NBFC? Next one is ATMs and types of ATMs. There are some colors which are related to ATM like pink color ATM, orange color ATM. So please read about them. Next one is difference between credit card and debit card. You have to frame some points like 2 or 3 points for each credit card and debit card. Next, DICGC. It means Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation. So just prepare in brief that what this will do and how much amount this will give as an insurance. Next one is NI Act, nothing but Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. So prepare accordingly. Next one, this is very important. Types of accounts and types of deposits. In RRB PO interview, they asked me about types of deposits. So this is very important topic. Next one, check and DD. DD is nothing but demand draft. Just know the basic difference between them. Next one is NPA, non-performing asset, and types of NPAs. This is very important topic. And there will be one cross question like how banks recover NPAs. This is a very important question which you can expect in interview. Next one is NEFT, RTGS and IMPS. These three are very important terms. You have to know the full form of these terms. Next, inflation and types of inflation like deflation, stagflation. There are many terms which are related to inflation, and there will be one cross question like how RBI controls inflation. Next topic is KYC, FDI and FPI, nothing but foreign direct investment and foreign portfolio investment. You should know the difference between FDI and FPI. Next thing is about situational questions. Before saying about this, I missed one important topic which is priority sector lending. This is very important. I am sorry I forgot to bring this on slide. And there is another important term called ANBC. Just search the full form of this. Coming to the situational questions, there are some questions like how can you resolve a conflict between your colleagues without hurting both? Otherwise, how can you handle a difficult customer? And I forgot to say one thing in previous part of this video. It is after saying your graduation stream, they will ask that how your graduation stream will be helpful in this banking sector. So be prepared for that question also. Next one is the limit of the level of questions in interview. See guys, we cannot expect what is the limit or what are the parameters in the interview. It can be anything. There is no limit for the questions in interview. These are the topics only we should prepare from our side because we are going for a banking interview. A small tip for the people who have so much of fear to face an interview, just speak to yourself by looking at mirror and just explain to yourself. This will be very beneficial. Otherwise, take the help from your friends. Like in phone call, just imagine your friend as an interviewer and start answering questions. One more suggestion is watch mock interviews as many as possible. There are many mock interviews available in YouTube and you can imagine that you are in that interview and then answer that questions. I hope this video will be helpful to all the aspirants who are going to face the interview. Please consider subscribing to my channel. Prepare well. All the best for all your upcoming exams and see you all in the next video.